Oh my God, this is so exciting. This woman is ridiculous, and she makes me laugh so hard, not only because of her outfits and her nails that I don't even know how she wipes with them, but her stand-up is so fucking funny. She is so fucking funny. And if you're in New York, you can see her at the Apollo Theater.
Woo-woo!
She's going to be performing tomorrow night at the Apollo Theater, April 26th. And she's also going to be at the Netflix is a Joke Festival in May in LA. And she has her first ever special, which was on Netflix, was called Chappelle's Home Team. Luenell Town Business.
Right.
What do you have to say for yourself, Chiquita Banana?
Hey, I'm booked and busy and blessed and
I
happy
know.
to be, you know?
Yeah, your career, your comedy career. Well, I keep trying to hook up with you, but you live in Vegas?
I live in Vegas and here. I just, a year ago this month, purchased my first home. It's my first time. You know, everybody doesn't get it when everybody else does. You know, you get it when you're supposed to. So I've been at my residency in Vegas for 4 years, living out of the Flamingo Hotel and the Link. But I came upon an opportunity, and it has totally upgraded my life. I love living in Las Vegas. I just recently got awarded the key to the Strip by the city council people or whatever, and I got a proclamation.
Wow.
That March 11th is Luenell Day in Las Vegas. And I work for the great Jimmy Kimmel, you know, at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club.
Yes.
Sunday and Monday nights at 9:30. So I'm very booked. Like you were saying that you went on a date. I'm like, damn, how do you do it? Because I don't really date. I want to, but it's, you know, our schedules change like with a phone call, you know, and you can make a plan with a guy, then all of a sudden, listen, I can't do it. I'm going to Europe tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our shit is like that, so it's hard for me. Look at you.
I know. Well, sometimes I go through phases where I don't have sex or I don't date people for months because it is kind of hard, especially as a woman. You know, I mean, we kind of talk about this and it's a little bit of beating a dead horse because it's hard as being a woman who has her shit together. Men don't think that you need them.
That is what a guy said. They don't think, okay, first of all, we don't need you.
Yeah, right.
We
so
desire
that's actually
you.
a good thing. It's not a need. It is a desire.
Right. I don't need you for nothing.
And
but I do desire you.
But also, a sex is also not a need. It's a desire.
That's
just
right.
to clear it, because I've
right.
heard people say sex is a need. I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's the excuse
you'll survive
that men
without
make.
it.
That's the excuse that men make to go fuck around.
Mm-hmm.
I need it. You don't give me enough. When we first got married, it was hot, and now I don't do it. Because one of my favorite shows on TV is Cheaters. I could watch that shit all day and all night. Cheaters and fucking Catfish. I'm down. I'm like, are you serious? I could watch that shit
When was the
all
last
day.
time you did have a relationship? Have you ever had a serious relationship?
I've been married.
Oh, okay. So I guess
I've had a
that would be
serious
considered a serious relationship?
Yes.
Well, not all marriages are.
Well, I mean, we didn't stay married, but...
How long?
Well, we were legally married for like maybe 20 years, but we've been separated for like 18 of those years. And it was just a whole mess. But I still love him. He's very ill right now.
Oh, okay.
And so I still love him, but we're divorced. And, you know, I go see him and stuff like that. But we had it was a whole trip.
Okay. And you don't have kids, though, right?
I have one daughter. She's 28.
Oh, what's her name?
Her name is Danelle. See, I had to get a
Rhymes
tattoo.
with Luenell.
Well, yeah, and her father's name is Dana. So Dana and Luenell, Danelle.
Oh, okay.
Not Danielle. I don't like Danielle. Every Danielle I know is a bitch. But this Danelle, that's it. And I had to have it tattooed on my arm because I was so fucking frazzled about having a baby. I didn't even know if I could remember her birthday. So I got it tattooed on my arm.
Yeah. You don't have a great memory.
No, I don't. And my daughter will attest to that.
Do you think it has anything to do with all the pot smoking? Because I smoke a lot of pot, too. But I
can remember my material, and I remember the plane to get on. That's the most important shit.
Do you remember you go on stage stoned, right?
Most of the time.
Well, you know, the last time I got stoned with you, yeah, that's good. I usually have a drink. I don't usually get stoned, but this weekend I tried getting stoned before I went on stage.
How'd you
I loved
like
it.
that?
I loved
See?
it. I love drugs. I love alcohol. I love all of it. The last time I saw you was at Chappelle's birthday party in New York City, and you had a joint there, which I had to find you because I needed your joint. I needed a joint, and I was like, "Where's Luenell?"
No, listen. Chelsea was coming down the hall. Me and my daughter.
Oh yeah, duh.
Right.
Right.
Me and my daughter were about to go out and smoke a joint. Chelsea says, "Where you going?" I said, "Well, I'm going to go outside to smoke a joint." She said, "You don't have to go outside now. We was at a fancy, you know, Angela Bassett was there, Gayle King was there, Spike Lee was there. all these fancy schmancy people, candlelight dressed up. Chelsea's like, you don't have to go outside.
I'm like, white privilege.
She's like, you don't have to
Just
go
come with
outside. I'm
me.
like, yes, I do. She says, no, you don't. I said, well, you like the motherfucker then. So she did. And we stood in the middle of the fucking fancy dinner party, smoking the joint, blowing smoke in everybody's face.
Yeah, and then everyone else started lighting up joints too, so it worked out perfectly.
And then I passed out some edibles too.
Oh yeah, I love joints. Sometimes I have I went to my cousin's wedding over the summer and I had like a whole sheet of microdose LSD and I just handed them out, but I didn't. I just said, "Oh, this is a mint" to the people that I knew wouldn't take drugs, and I know that's roofing, but it was such a microdose that I knew it was going to help everyone
And did
have
it?
a great time. And my Jewish side of the family is like very conservative and they're not drug users, so I just said these are mints, and then everyone had a blast. And I told my cousin's mother after the fact, I was like, "Did you have an amazing time?" She's like, "That was the best night of my life," and she still doesn't know why. She thinks it's because her son got married, but I'm like, "No, I know why."
No, it's
he
you
dosed her.
very elites here in LA that do the microdose LSD shit and this other shit that you take when you're with the Indians up in the
Ayahuasca.
that shit. I just smoke weed. I smoke weed, drink tequila.
So what do
That's it.
you smoke your first joint as soon as you wake up?
No, I don't wake and bake like that because I can't smoke on an empty stomach.
Oh.
It makes me crazy, like crazy. I have to have like some toast and maybe some juice.
Really?
Yes, before I can't smoke on an empty stomach. It makes me insane.
More high than usual?
No, more hungry than usual.
Oh, well, duh.
I gotta eat something first,
Yes.
and then I can smoke. Plus, I think that people wake and bake. I'm like, so you don't want to be sober at all? Like maybe till noon to see what it's like, take care of your business or anything like that. But then also I get sleepy. But that's why I smoke sativas and not indica.
Okay.
Indica puts me down.
And you don't smoke cigarettes?
No, I detest any tobacco.
Oh, good. Good for you.
Cigarettes, cigars, all that bullshit, pipes, all that. I don't like tobacco. I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to smell you. I don't want you to leave that smell on my couch. Nothing. You can't come in my house if you smoke cigarettes.
Cigarettes are pretty disgusting.
And that includes family members of mine.
Yeah, I mean, cigarettes are pretty gross. I had a group of friends that came to my house in Mallorca last summer, and they don't really smoke, but they were smoking on this vacation. So, of course, I just do whatever anyone else is doing. If I have a group that exercises, I exercise. If I have a group that wants to smoke cigarettes, I also smoke cigarettes. But after a week with them, I was like, get the fuck out of my house. I am turning into... my skin was gray by the time they left my house.
Lips dry.
Yeah,
bad
and then
breath.
the smell.
A smoker who has a non-smoker mate, that's some kind of love that I can't understand. Because you can't be my mate. We can't get together if you smoke
I
cigarettes.
think the same thing all the time.
We
How
can't
does
do it.
someone who doesn't smoke
Be
with
with
someone
somebody
who
who
does?
smokes.
Can I ask about your sex life with comics? Because you hang out with a lot of comics. You were doing the Chappelle's camp, right? The comedy camp for a while. Have you ever hooked up with any comics?
I haven't fucked a comic since like the 80s. No, let me see. The last comic I had sex with was in 95. That's why I had a baby in 96.
So he was a comic?
Yeah, my daughter's father's a comic. That's why we're making it a family trip when I go do the Apollo. Because years ago, my baby daddy performed at the Apollo back when I think Sinbad was hosting it or something. And that was, 40 years ago or whatever. So we're all together, my daughter, he and I. He have not been in the Apollo since then. Probably thought he would never go back in there because we live on the West Coast. And my daughter can now say that both her parents have performed at the Apollo.
Oh, wow. And that's a lot of pressure for her to fucking perform at the Apollo.
She's fine. She's a dancer. She dances like, for award shows and stuff. She danced with Lizzo at the Grammys.
Oh,
She's
nice.
danced with Coi Leray and been on tour to like Amsterdam and shit like that. So
You know what I saw someone try to wear this weekend? Or no, someone showed me a picture or something because they knew how sick it would make me. They're selling Crocs, but in heels now. High-heeled Crocs.
Okay, hold the train.
Did you say yes, like you're getting a pair, Catherine?
No, yes, I've seen them and
that would
I'm
be your rock
horrified.
bottom. That would be it.
Okay, can I speak on Crocs for a minute?
Yeah,
Because don't
please.
look down. I'm wearing some.
Oh, my God.
But no, let me tell you.
You know what? I didn't even get to your feet because your body is so bodacious that I had to focus on that.
But
and
let
take
me
it in.
explain. First of all, no, I'm gonna show the people. I'm gonna show you. Is this gonna be on YouTube and stuff?
I don't know. I don't know what
Does
this
this
is.
Eventually, yes, it probably will.
Okay,
be.
so I'm gonna show the people the Crocs, and I'm gonna get your reaction about the Crocs. First of all, let me go on record by saying I hate Crocs. I think they make your feet look like Minnie Mouse feet. You know Minnie Mouse, the feet?
Yes.
Yes. I think they're for nurses.
I actually
and
don't
that's
remember
it.
Minnie Mouse's feet.
They're round. They're big like this.
The yellow.
Like a mouse? Oh.
And Mickey's feet are big like that too.
Fuck those two mice. Anyway, I'm so sick of those two.
Fuck mice in general. But I don't like them. And then I had double knee replacement surgery during the corona. And a girl reached out to me. I did a lot during the corona.
Double knee surgery?
Yeah, I had one, and I had the other one 4 months later.
Oh.
It changed my life. I wouldn't be here.
For the best.
I would have committed suicide if I didn't get my knee surgery.
Oh.
It was that bad.
Oh, okay.
Arthritis, bone on bone type
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
So it's all better. So during the Rona, when I had my surgeries, this girl reached out to me on Instagram. And she's like, Luenell, I make Crocs. Do you like these? I was like, oh, my God, those would be the only kind of Crocs I would wear. She sent me 2 pair. I bought 7 more. So these are the Crocs I'm wearing today. Now you see.
I'm more interested in what your foot that you just took out of it. Because
My
that
feet
looks
are
like a
amazing
real
as
chicken
well.
McNugget deluxe.
They're blinged out.
They
I
are
know.
cute. I mean, that's as cute as it's going to get for Crocs.
It is. This is right. And I've got like 7 pair in there. I was like,
And
Gucci ones.
is it Gucci?
Yeah.
Are they Gucci?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Oh, yeah, that's cute. No, those are cute. I
See,
mean, if
okay,
you're going to wear
only
Crocs.
like this. And they're good for the airport. You can slide in and out. And, you know, if you
By the way, you shouldn't be taking your shoes off on planes. Do you know that?
I wear socks, honey.
Okay, you fucking better because that is disgusting and unsanitary.
I don't like it. I wear socks. First of all, I'm not going through the security thing barefoot behind. What happened to
No.
the flesh-eating disease? Isn't that still out there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What if you stand behind somebody like that? Now your feet are falling off.
One of my friends, we were going through the airport a couple days ago, and she laughed at me when I put on socks with my sandals before going through the the thing.
Shit.
And then when she got up there, she's like, "Oh no, now I'm barefoot." I was like, "Who's laughing now?"
Yeah.
No shit, Sherlock.
I'm not walking behind barefoot randos.
My friend Kelly in Africa, she has she doesn't like her feet to touch anything public, like any public facing situation. So we were in Africa and we're taking these going to these tiny little airports and bopping around, and they were like, oh, okay. She basically worked it out with our safari guide that she had a medical emergency, so she wasn't allowed to take her shoes off because of her phobia of touching any dirt. So she was allowed to wear her shoes through all the scanners and stuff.
Very lucky.
And I was like, what condition would that be that you're not, that you
Because
can't
that ain't gonna fly in Dubai,
can't
honey.
have your feet
You gotta
out.
take the motherfucking shoes off, period. Yeah, I just don't like walking behind people like that.
No, I was on a plane yesterday and the woman, there was a 6-month-old baby in its own seat next to me by itself, and the mother was in the row in front of her. The fucking,
What?
And I was
Wait
like,
a minute,
the
what?
baby is 6 months old and it's strapped into the seat. I got
No.
there. Yes. And I was like, I'm sorry, am I supposed to take care of this baby? Like, whose baby is this? And then the woman, she was sitting in front of me and I said, excuse me, is this your baby? And she's like, oh, yeah. And I go, are you allowed to just put the baby in a seat? And she goes, yeah, I bought him his own ticket, or I bought her her own ticket. And I was like, don't you want to sit with your baby? And she
Yeah.
goes, actually, I prefer to sit here. And I'm like, so
Wow.
fucking would I, cunt? You think I want to fucking sit next to your 6-month-old?
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
6-month-old baby?
How long was the flight? Where did you fly
It
from?
was 2 hours. It was from San Francisco to, San Francisco back to LA. It was an hour. And it was on an airline, a real airline, commercial.
I don't give a shit. Nobody's sitting next to my baby. They could be doing anything to my fucking baby.
I don't want the baby anywhere near me.
I understand that too.
I mean, who cares? It's just like,
Okay,
I've never
if the
seen
baby
such
was
a
in the
thing.
middle.
It
if
wasn't
I
in a seat or anything. Like, it wasn't in a baby seat.
It wasn't in a car
It was
seat?
just sitting there like it was an adult.
And the airline allowed that. Well, did
I
the baby
guess.
order a cocktail? Shit, grown ass.
No, I
thing.
had 2 cocktails, though,
I bet
at
you
noon.
did.
I was like, fuck, I'll take a vodka soda. And then I was like, I don't even drink vodka anymore.
Yeah, I could get one for the baby.
So you've never had sex with comics since the last time you had sex
96.
with comics, and then you
95.
I only had sex with a couple comics early in my career because it's just not hot, comic on comic sex.
And then if it goes wrong, then the guy is probably going to do some material about you, and now you got beef like
yeah,
the Crips and the Bloods.
yeah.
Because if a motherfucker says something about me on stage, I would tear that ass up. But it has not happened.
Well, thank God for that. Thank God for small miracles. Now, you spend most of your time in Vegas working at this Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club,
Yeah.
and I know you have your residency there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've had a lot of success later in life,
Mm-hmm.
in your professional life.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me how that's impacted you.
Well, when you're younger, you want what you want, and you want it right now,
Mhm.
And when you don't get it like that, but you do still get it, but you get it later, I feel like you appreciate it more, and you won't fuck it up as easy. I did all my fuck ups before I even left the Bay Area, before I came to L.A. Like, I did all the coke and everything like that in Oakland. When I got to L.A., I was already all coked out, so I didn't do it anymore. And then, now that I'm older, of course, I would never, because these kids got some shit, fentanyl or something like that.
Thank
and
God. Anyone who needed a deterrent from cocaine has one, because you can't do it
you
anymore.
play Russian roulette with that shit now. So I also feel that if I had got a house earlier, who knows if I'd have been able to sustain it. My money is pretty stable now, and that's good. Everything that I've got, Beverly Smith always says it gets greater later, and you don't want to hear that shit when you're young. But you're still figuring shit out for like years, like everybody doesn't, get a YouTube channel, make $1 million, buy their mama house like a lot of these kids do. But we came up there was no cell phones, there was no social media. The only best promotion you could get, especially about a female comic, is that bitch is funny, go see her. That was your promotion. So I feel like we appreciate it more. We do what it takes to stay out of the shit. We mind our own business. We don't get caught up in the bullshit. We don't social media bank. Well, you do. I don't. And, stuff like that. So, yeah, it impacted my life in a great way. I'm all good now.
Yeah. It's nice to be earning a good living doing what you love to do.
Oh, for sure. Like, that eats all day, for sure.
And it's so helpful for your self-assuredness and your confidence and the way you go through life when you feel financially secure, when you feel settled, you have a house, you have a job security.
Yeah, I have 7 brothers and sisters, and believe you me,
too many.
Nothing means more to them than you not asking them for money. Nothing means more. That's when you have made it. Don't ask me for no money, and actually help out when you can. So I enjoy that. And also, I feel like being a comic, we don't have to rely on a band, background singers, glam squad. Maybe you do. I don't, because I do my own shit. You don't have to wait on nobody. It's just us.
Well, you're also monetizing your own personality.
Yeah.
We're making money off of being ourselves. Like, what a gift that is.
Right.
We just get to be ourselves and make a living doing that.
Yeah.
Not everybody can do that.
Well, not everybody's interesting.
No.
Like
Not anybody's interesting, or not everybody's interested in monetizing their own personality.
All right.
I'm like, what's the least amount of work I could do? Be myself.
Exactly.
I'd rather just be myself and get paid for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How do you work that out? Okay, we're going to take a quick break. Or we're going to bake, actually. We're going to take a little break and bake, and we'll be right back.
Need advice from Chelsea about a coworker situation? Write in to dearchelseapodcast@gmail.com.
And we're back with Luenell. Do you prefer Luenell or Luenell?
Either.
Because Billy, my driver, who knew you when I said I was interviewing you today, he said, oh, and I said, Luenell, she's a comic. And he goes, Luenell? And I was like, yeah, you know her? And he goes, yeah, I know her from years ago. He said he used to drive you around.
Yeah, there's a lot of boys that said he used to drive me around.
Well, he said you tried to.
They probably did.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. So you know what goes on here? We're gonna take callers. We give them advice.
Oh, that's great.
Okay. People call in and they want advice, and that's what we're here for.
That's my favorite shit. Let's go.
Me too. I fucking love it.
Me too.
Our first question comes from Annie. Annie says, I'm living with my boyfriend and our mutual best friend. We've all been friends for over a decade, traveled and lived together, and are currently living together, just the 3 of us. I've always thought this friend of ours was attractive, and maybe even that I'm possibly
feel this going downhill. Go ahead.
And maybe even that I'm possibly in love with him. But I've held those feelings in the whole time, so we can all just be good friends, and I don't ruin it for everyone. Well, this roommate and I often trade back rubs. He was a massage therapist, and we've been doing this for years, always 100% platonic, although honestly, I've always fantasized about it not being platonic. When my boyfriend and I hit a rocky patch and he took some space, I told our friend about it, and we ended up going all the way that night. And a few times after that. When my boyfriend got back, we stopped. And
I knew that.
Haven't had much physical interaction since then. My problem is I love them both. My boyfriend is just an epic person. My roommate, on the other hand, I've never been more attracted to anyone in my life, and I cannot stop thinking about it. I believe I'm in love with him. It was a crush the whole time, but recently I'm thinking about him as a life partner. I don't know what the heck to do. I love living with them both. We're great friends, have fun, and in some sort of twisted way, I'm getting the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I'm curious if you think I should move out and leave my wonderful life and look elsewhere. Tell them both I like them, or what? Please help, Chelsea. I know you'll set me straight. Annie.
You go first.
Oh, my God. What a fucking mess. You can't fuck your roommate while your boyfriend lives there. That is so disrespectful that you did that.
Boys do it all the time.
Yeah, they do. It is, but it's still disrespectful. It doesn't justify it because boys do it. I don't want to be a boy.
She didn't say how old she is.
She's like 20s. She's in her 20s.
I say fuck them both.
Okay, great
Live
advice.
Live
Keep
your life.
fucking.
Wait till it blows up.
Yeah.
Wait till it blows up because it's gonna blow up.
Well, it's gonna blow up, and your boyfriend is not going to forgive you for fucking your roommate.
So get somebody else. She's in her fucking 20s.
I think you break up with your boyfriend right away, and maybe pursue it with the roommate.
When did you become such a prude?
I'm fucking because I have morals. Okay.
When?
I have standards and morals.
Who is this? Can I see Chelsea?
Yeah,
please?
I'm right here. I don't just say fuck everyone. Left set. Yeah, you got to have some sort of boundary.
Not there. Not in the apartment.
Don't even listen to what the fuck she's saying.
Okay. Now, why am I here? Why am I here?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I say this because, number one, her boyfriend's a fucking great guy.
Yeah, epic, she said.
He's an epic guy. You don't want to get rid of him. Number two, the other guy, you're just hot in the pants for. He may not be as great a guy as the boyfriend. Okay? You motherfuckers knew when you moved in together that some shit like this might happen. In the back of somebody's mind, somebody knew this shit was going to happen.
Her fucking mind.
And the masseuse, too.
Yeah.
He guilty, too. So I say continue on with what you're doing. Just be very cautious. Be prepared for it to blow up because it will. Don't be all crying, all brokenhearted because you fucking did it. Take the L, move on. Don't move till you have to.
First of all, that is the only piece of your advice that I agree with is when it fucking blows up, don't start crying and acting like, how did this happen?
Right.
It happened because you couldn't keep your fucking pants on and you had to keep fucking your roommate.
Well, who can keep their pants on in their 20s? Come on, Chelsea.
I know, but it's not cool if you have a great boyfriend and you fuck your roommate that you've been fantasizing about.
Well, I didn't say it was right.
She should release that boyfriend and she should release herself into the wilderness so she can go sow her oats.
So she can be miserable for the rest of her life.
No, right now she's just making people miserable.
No, nobody's miserable. She did say nobody's complaining.
Well,
because what he don't know won't hurt him, and the other motherfucker, he's a dog because he's fucking his boy's girl.
Would you be in a relation? Would you ever be in a situation where you lived with two roommates and you were fucking both of them, and one thought they were your boyfriend?
I've never lived with two roommates that I was fucking anybody, but I have fucked a father and son before. Now, how about that? How about them apples?
Well, that is something.
How about them apples, Chelsea?
Yeah, tell us more about that. I would like to know about a father-son. I've never,
Okay, you want to know how it happened?
Yeah.
Years ago, when I lived in Oakland, California, when I was hot in the ass and in my 20s, I fell in love with this bass player guy that was in this band. So I used to hang out. I was a studio rat chick. Hang out in the studio, sleep in the studio, listen to him, practice, and all that kind of stuff. Fine. Then we got older and went about our little separate ways. Many years later, this guy gets at me because I used to do a show like this in Oakland on the Sobe Television Network local cable station, and where people could call in and stuff like this. This guy called me and he was talking to me. He wanted to get at me. He came to the station. We hooked up. And so we were laying in bed talking one day, and he said, yeah, my dad, blah, 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 his name. And I said, blah, blah, blah. He said, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I said, blah, 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 blah. And he said, yeah. I said, oh, my God. I said, that's your father? He said, yeah. I said, oh, my God, you'll never guess what happened. And I told him.
And what did he think?
Well, he the typical male shit, well, who's better in bed? Actually, he was. Daddy was all right, but, we were doing a lot of drugs back then, so the impotency. Cocaine ain't never made nobody dick hard like they think. And make it soft.
Very hard to get a hard dick on. It's very hard to get a hard dick on cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
Cocaine and a variety of other drugs as well, quite frankly. Everyone needs to just carry Viagra with them. After you turn fucking 40, men need to carry Viagra.
No, just date younger men. Fuck some Viagra.
I don't want to date a 30-year-old.
I don't want to date a 60-year-old because I'm not putting ice pack on your gout foot. Whatever the fuck's wrong with you.
So very specific.
No.
Who's our next caller, Catherine?
Okay. So our next caller is Josie. She is a stay-at-home mom. She says, "Dear Chelsea, I'd love your opinion and advice on a topic I've been struggling with for 20 years. Orgasms. The first time I had sex, I was 17, and I'm 37 now, and I have never once had an orgasm with a man. I was married...
Wait a minute. With a man.
With a man, yes.
Or...
Good point. I was married from 22 to 25. I cheated on him and divorced him, and that marriage was filled with exciting sex. Still, the only way I was able to orgasm was from porn and or a vibrator by myself. My ex knew this was the case and was fine with it. We just continued about our merry way and still had sex about 5 times per week. I've been married to my current husband for almost 11 years and have not had an orgasm with him once. I'm ashamed to admit that I've been faking it the whole time. It doesn't bother me that much since I'm still able to get off maybe once a week by myself. I've never had a huge sex drive regardless of this issue. I don't want to tell my husband I've been faking it for a decade. We have sex around 1 to 3 times a week, and I love that he loves fucking me. It really makes me happy to have sex with him, but I can't shake this feeling that I'm lying to him about this. What do you think? Thank you and love you, Josie."
Chelsea, your show.
Her name is Josie, to go with Chelsea and Luenell.
Because I'm going to disagree with what you say.
I know. Hi, Josie.
Hi, you all.
Hi.
Oh, nice to see you.
Hi, this is our special guest, Luenell. She's from... Where is she from?
Round the way.
Outer space.
Round the way.
She dropped by. She came in from Vegas, hot off the tarmac.
Off the tarmac, yeah.
Oh, man, I feel like I should be wearing sunglasses right now, too.
Well, you're not anonymous even if you had them on because there you are right on the camera.
Yes, ma'am.
But, okay,
Luenell, did you want to go first on this?
Sure,
Why
I
don't
don't
you
care.
take it?
Okay, first of all, you and 98% of women in marriages are faking orgasms, first of all. Okay?
Okay.
Because some people will sacrifice an orgasm for a really good man. Now, this guy must be a really good guy. Maybe he's a good provider, and he loves you, he still loves fucking you and stuff like that, and you faking it. Just what's the problem? Let him go to work, bust out the vibrator, rub one out, and keep going about your day. I don't see, it would be lovely for you to have an orgasm with the man that I think you love him still. Do you love him?
Oh, absolutely. He's a fantastic man.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's what vibrators are for. Shit.
But so you're able to have an orgasm by yourself, which
Yes.
means you're able to have an orgasm.
And with porn.
And with porn, right. I like to fantasize about porn a lot when I'm having an orgasm. I think about a couple of scenes in some porn movies I've seen. That really gets my juices flowing. So I can relate to what you're saying. I won't mention what those movies are because they're too embarrassing, the plot lines.
Is it gay porn?
No.
Porn?
Well, lesbian porn. I do like lesbian porn.
I've watched gay male porn.
Oh.
I don't like
I'm not
it.
opposed to gay porn either.
No,
I like gay porn.
Because those
Male or
motherfuckers
female?
know how to suck a dick, I tell you. I'd pick up a few pointers watching some of these boys.
But whose dick are you sucking? You're saying
I'm
no
not
one's
sucking
dick
any
is getting
dicks.
sucked by you.
I'm
so,
not sucking no dicks right
so
now.
why are you taking dick sucking classes right now?
I don't need a class. Well,
Okay.
yes, I do. My dick sucking is trash. Because
Josie.
my heart ain't in it.
Josie, have you ever had your husband give you an orgasm with the vibrator while you're fooling around with him?
Uh-oh.
She just came.
She passed out.
She just came.
Ooh,
She might
that's
be
a good
using
idea.
it while,
No, I've never
She's
tried
probably
that.
using it while she's talking to her.
I'm going to switch you around.
Okay,
Oh,
wait.
there she is. She's back.
So you've never had him give you an orgasm with the vibrator while you guys are fooling around?
No, but that's a great idea. And he gave me one for Valentine's Day last year.
Perfect. So bring that
That's a
into
really
the
good idea.
bedroom and show him. He doesn't know exactly what to do. You have to show him what to do.
I'll agree with that, Chelsea.
Oh, thank you. You have to point your finger and tell him higher, lower, there.
But
there.
Chelsea, are
Men
you
like that.
aggressive like that, or
No,
do you
the
be
men-
sweet?
listen,
are you sweet
I'm
in
like,
bed?
yeah, I'm not like, hey, higher.
I had to ask.
But
this.
I want them. I want to help them. I'm not going to fake an orgasm at this age. I've done exactly what you did for 20 years. First of all, it takes concentration to have an orgasm.
Yeah.
You have to concentrate on, I'm not sure what exactly, but I know you need to concentrate.
On something.
On your fucking clitoris is what you need to concentrate on. But you know you can have one, so there's really nothing wrong. You just have to show your husband, and don't admit that you've been lying about orgasms.
No.
That information isn't helpful.
You don't need to know
But
that.
just start getting a little bit. I bet you he's going to be great at it once you show him the way.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have even better sex with your husband. You already have a really healthy sex life. 3 times a week is great.
Yeah, you're fucking blessed. What the fuck are you?
She hasn't had sex since the 80s.
That's a lie. But yeah, I'll agree with Chelsea. Maybe have him, since he bought it for you, maybe have him use it on you. And you guys will probably
I like this.
buzz your way into happiness.
Buzz your way. And also, don't fake it anymore. Get him involved in helping you orgasm.
And I would wager that if he bought you the vibrator, he wants to use it with you.
Yeah.
You know, so you could be like, hey, guess what I thought would be hot? Let's try this.
Mhm.
And then if he's still not getting it from you, like describing like higher, lower, let's do it this way, you can be like, you know what would be hot? Why don't you watch me?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
that. Okay. Okay. I like that.
And also try some different combinations with the vibrator. Like have him fingering you, have him do whatever, like turn, you know, not just the clitoris stimulation, but some girls need a bunch of things to happen at the same time. Some girls like to have a finger in their asshole when they're having an orgasm.
Not this girl.
Yeah, I know what you like. And you can't put your finger in anyone's asshole with those fucking nails.
I would never.
No, because
I'm not a doctor.
yeah, I am a doctor, and I am a doctor, and I don't do that.
That's so funny.
Yes, you do.
No, that's really helpful. It's just been on my heart for years and years and years.
Well, get it off your high and put it in your panties and let's go.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine. Just be more communicative.
That's a really good idea to get the vibrators out that he bought me for
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
That's a really great idea. I love that
For
idea.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay, right back
Thank you,
and let us
ladies.
know how it went.
Yes.
I sure will. You know, I'll check back in. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Brad. Bye.
Thanks, Josie.
And Luenell. The fuck?
She's feeling. Luenell is feeling marginalized.
Humping, right?
She's happy humping. Go have an orgasm right now.
We'll do. Okay.
Yeah, stay on the phone.
How frequently do you masturbate?
I don't anymore. Not much. Only when I come to LA because that's where my vibrator is.
Oh,
I've been
really?
to-
Do you keep it in a storage facility here?
No, I keep it by the bed in my house in LA. But I get my housekeeper that is from my neck.
I had this face thing, like for your under eyes, like this like vibrator contraption that you like smooths out your under eyes when they're puffy. And I had it in a hotel room.
You dropped it in your lap.
In London. I stayed in there for a month, and every morning, every time I come back to the hotel, they would have it right next to my bed, like on a piece of like one of those little. It was a really fancy hotel, and they had
doily
on
or
one of those
something.
like yes, like on these special towels that they had in the bathroom that are like face towels, and they would like wrap it nicely. I'm like, I can't believe they think that they're wrapping my vibrator up each day and placing it next
Isn't
to
that
my
the
bed.
sweetest
Talk
thing?
about turn down service.
I'm saying. Okay, next.
Our next question comes from Dave. This is just an email.
Or maybe it's Dave Chappelle.
He says, I'm 35 male. I've been married for 13 years to my best friend, who is a gorgeous blonde. Her workplace is 95% male, which was never a problem until recently. She brought up to me that a friend of mine who works there tried to make a pass at her. I was appreciative of the honesty. Fast forward a couple of months, and he started to avoid me and doesn't talk to me anymore. Then I find out she's deleting text messages from him and a couple other male coworkers. I asked her about it, and she said it was nothing, just some light joking that she thought I wouldn't understand or I would read into the wrong way. I just asked her for her honesty and to not delete the messages no matter what they were. She's still doing it. How do I express to her that she's breaking the trust between us? After all, if the messages are harmless, why do they need to be deleted? I appreciate your advice, Dave.
Yeah, but why are you reading her phone?
Exactly.
I know. It's like
Exactly.
No, I had a boyfriend who ran through my phone, and
How do you go looking for some shit you're going to find?
Yeah,
it?
exactly. It's like, but I mean, deleting the messages is also like a sign that you're.
But he wouldn't know if they were being deleted if he didn't
No,
fucking go prowling around
but
our
that's
fucking
like
phone.
saying-
If the guy, is he a friend of the man?
Yeah, I think they're
Okay.
friends outside of work.
Okay, and now the guy is avoiding him and shit. So he's acting shady.
Yes.
She's doing the right thing by deleting the messages.
I don't-
Because number one, we don't know what the fuck she wrote back. She might be leading this motherfucker on.
That's the
so
point,
she's covering
though.
her own ass. And then also the friend, you need to go ahead on and be glad that he not fucking with you no more. He clearly wants to fuck your broad, and you don't need to be fucking with him no way. That she can't leave her job just because somebody thinks she's hot at work. And at some point, he might need to pull him to the side and say something. But I say keep deleting that shit, and you stay off her fucking phone.
I don't know. Somebody's deleting messages. I find that. I mean,
But
yes.
you don't know they're deleted if you don't go
I
fucking
know, but
around.
that's not
Yeah.
the point. She's still, the guy's acting strange, so why is the guy from work acting strange?
Because he knows that he can't look him in the eye no more because he wants his broad.
Yeah, but so then that's what the guy's trying to find out. So if that's the truth, that she's flirting with that guy, don't you think her husband does have a right to know that she's flirting with some coworker?
Listen, we all flirt, don't we?
Well,
That's the thing. Like, flirting is not
I mean-
cheating. And, like, if you are in a work environment that's 95% man, like, it does kind of get you a little farther if you're, like, that cute, flirty girl at work, you know? And that might carry over to text messages.
I don't know about this subject matter. I really just don't.
I don't go through people's
I will
phones.
never go through
and
someone's
I
phone
don't do
again.
that.
I used to do that. I had a relationship once where I was paranoid and I looked through his phone, and of course I found
50?
stuff.
50?
No, I never looked through 50 Cent's phone. I never did. We
Okay.
weren't together for long enough for him to get up to any other business. Although maybe he did. Maybe he was fucking the whole world. I don't know. We only dated for 2 months.
I'd hit it right now.
you
I
hit-
would hit your ex. I'd
You
shut
would?
you out.
She just showed me a picture of her with 50 Cent. Where did you see him? In Vegas?
Well, is that really important where we were?
I,
Aren't y'all broke up? You
can I
getting
see your
nosy?
phone? I want to see your phone.
You want to go through my phone?
You would have sex with 50 Cent? You would have.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
Why? Because you find him hot?
Well, yeah, because I think he is really sweet and
He's
really
sweet.
kind.
He
and
is
very
a sweetheart.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And I mean, no, I really probably wouldn't because I know, Vivica as well. And so, I don't want to.
What's their story, Vivica and 50?
Well, no, I just don't want to. I'm not that bitch that will fuck your ex-boyfriend. I'm not her. But if he were not involved with you, if he were not involved with her, and if he wanted me,
I would say,
yeah.
listen, I would first of all tell you to go fuck 50 Cent. I would be happy for you. So you don't have to worry about that aspect of things. I don't consider anyone to be a real boyfriend if you haven't dated them for
That's
more than
because
6
you're
months.
white, Chelsea. In the black world, you don't do that shit.
Oh.
Vivica would never fucking forgive me if I went and fucked 50 Cent when she has clearly declared on television that was the love of her life.
Oh, she has? I didn't realize that.
Love of her life. I could pull it
Oh.
up. So I don't, and they was for that a hot minute. They was a hot ass fucking couple.
How long did they date?
Not long, maybe 6 months, something like that.
Oh.
But a lot can happen in 6 months. You can be in love in 6 months. So I wouldn't do that for that aspect. But if he was any, if he wasn't involved with people I knew, if he wanted me, Luenell, yes, I would fuck 50 Cent.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
What about Bill Cosby?
I have a picture of me and Bill.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it in his hotel room?
No, but I was asleep on the shoulder. I don't know if it gave me anything.
You fell asleep on his shoulder?
Uh-huh, I have
I
a
think I've
picture.
seen you fall asleep publicly, though, before, like twice.
No, you have not. Liar. But I do. I put him and I posted that picture.
Face, the look on your face. You go,
I have a pic. I put that picture on my Instagram once of me and Cosby, and I had my head on his shoulder like this, and underneath the picture I wrote, "Bill, I'm feeling sleepy. I think I need to go."
oh, dear.
And it was very popular post. But I don't fuck old men. First of all,
Have you ever had, what's the oldest man you've ever had sex with?
like maybe in the maybe early 70s, but a very
That's
fit,
fucking old, bitch.
but that was a very fit motherfucker, like
How fit was he, and who was it?
fit enough to have a hard dick that would work in me. That fit, But I'm not fucking nobody with gout. God damn it!
I've never had sex with a 70-year-old. Actually,
And
wait a
you would
second.
fuck this 70-year-old.
I had sex with a 60-year-old. Well, a couple of 60-year-olds.
Okay, that adds up to 120-year-old.
Well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. And that was a long time ago.
Well, this was a long time ago. So. But I don't, I don't do the old guy thing.
What about anal? Do you do anal?
Abso-motherfucking-lutely not.
Yeah, black women do not like to talk about anal.
No, I'll talk about it and let you know I don't fuck around. First of all, ouch. How about that?
How about it?
Second of all, everybody asshole don't look like the picture. You know what I mean?
Well, where is the picture of the asshole that you saw
Well,
first?
in
'Cause
the dictionary.
assholes are all sorts of different colors. Some are pink,
Not
some are
color,
purple.
but some have hemorrhoids, some don't.
Some are like blue.
Big and open, some are tight like a lip.
Yeah.
My
Some are hairy.
asshole is impenetrable. It's a virgin.
Okay, well, things come out of it, so I'm
And that's
sure.
the way God wanted
Right.
it.
But if things can come out, they can go in. Also,
If God
just
wanted
so you
a
know,
dick in your
that's
ass,
what a hole
he
is.
would have made your booty
a
hole
hole
moist.
is when something can go in or out of it.
No, but a vagina has moisture-making qualities.
Right.
Your booty hole do not.
But then
That's diarrhea. Now, I
But
said
you
what
can
I
just,
said.
you know what you can do is take some of the moisture from the Pikachu
Just
and
because
put
you
it
like it in the ass, Chelsea, don't mean that everybody.
So should we tell Dave that he should drop it with his girlfriend, or do we think like
Who's Dave?
you know,
Oh, yeah.
Dave's the one who got us here?
Oh, shit.
my
You
God.
take that one, girl. I'm out.
I'm
gonna tap out.
I know this is like I don't know what to say to Dave because it's just obviously something's up. I would just go straight to the man and find out what's going on. Be like
Okay.
man to man. Are you fucking my
That's probably
wife?
what he should just do.
But no one's gonna tell the truth. That's the problem.
Nobody's going to tell the truth. And she
Yeah.
been flirting back. Let's keep it a buck. Right?
Like what guy's gonna be like? Yeah, I'm fucking your wife. Like unless he's in love with her. And
I
wants
don't know.
to
If you watch
keep it.
Cheaters, bitch, they'll tell them to their face. Yeah, I fucked her.
I'm sorry
I'll
that
fuck her
we're.
again.
I'm sorry that we can't help you more, but it sounds to me, I would say instinctually something is up in your
Yeah.
marriage. She's up to something, and I would also say stop checking her phone and try to find out another way. That's a little bit less.
I agree.
Sneaky.
That's too juvenile.
yeah.
Schoolyard.
Checking the
Yeah.
phone at a certain
Agreed.
age, we have to.
You
like,
go looking for some shit, you gonna find it.
I'm gonna look through your phone, and I know what
You
I'm
look
gonna
through my
find.
motherfucking phone.
I know what I'm gonna
got
find on
finest
that
shit
phone.
in my
Yeah.
phone.
Oh, I believe
I got
you.
the receipts.
Yeah. Exactly.
I got $1 million shit in my phone.
Well, our next question comes from Sophia. Sophia says,
Vergara.
Of course. Sophia Vergara says, Dear Chelsea, my wife and I are starting to look into our options for sperm donors. She's always wanted to be a mom and be pregnant, and after deconstructing that idea and defining the reasons behind it, we decided that we want to start a family together. So when it comes to pregnancy for a lesbian couple, you can have anonymous donors, gay friends, or as we've been talking about recently, a brother's sperm. We figured that if the baby is going to be half hers and half someone else's, why not be someone we know? But the intricacies of asking a friend are many, so in our discussions, we brought up our brothers. Mine doesn't really look much like me, and I don't particularly look a lot like my family, but there's still something to be said about seeing that you belong and also knowing where you came from. We're toying with the idea of asking my brother what he thinks about all this, and I have no idea how to tackle this. We're not extremely close, and we've had our moments of not talking to each other in the past, but we get along well currently. What should I do? Sophia.
Oh, that's the wife's brother, not
No,
the.
it's
Yes.
the two. It's a first of all, it's a
Yeah.
pair of lesbians. Did you figure that out yet?
Yes, bitch. I heard what she said.
It's a nice idea. A lot of people do this. But
yeah.
I mean, a lot of people who are in families and are a brother or sister are not interested in doing this for their brother or sister. So that's something to just contemplate and know going in that it's not a sure thing when you do connect with him and ask him. But I would just get it out there and be like, we're thinking about it and just be open. Like, is that something you would be interested in doing? Or is that like, would you even consider something like that? Make it a casual offering or suggestion. It's not an offering really, like a suggestion so that you're just gauging the temperature because he might be like, no fucking way.
Right.
Or he might be like, oh, that's weird. Like,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Let me think about it. Because do they have children? Does he have children with his wife?
I just say get your paperwork in order because he sounds like an asshole. They have had times where they didn't fuck with each other, you know what I mean? And you don't want this to get weird down the line. So even if it is your brother, even if he says, okay, get your fucking paperwork in order about what his rights are going to be and what his rights ain't going to be. Or you're going to do it now or do it later. Do it now or go to court later.
Yeah. Well, you definitely have to get your paperwork in order if you're having someone's, taking someone's sperm or eggs or embryos, anything like that. But also, can you help draw up the contracts for that?
I got a guy.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. Like if somebody asked me for my eggs, I mean, obviously they're not.
Girl, don't nobody want them old dried up bad powdered eggs you got, girl. Mine either. Shit. That ship has sailed. So, look, moving on. I think you answered this question.
I mean, somebody tried to give you a baby yesterday, Chelsea. So
know.
Yeah, already out.
I've had babies, like, there's some sort of magnetic pull. Like all these kids are around me all the time, and I don't want them.
I have 17 nieces and nephews.
Oh.
I'm the only sibling with just one child. And I tell you, kids, the worse you talk to them, the more they like it. Because they feel like you care. I got this celebrity friend, and she just had a baby with a surrogate. They got the baby's at home. And I was giving them black mothering advice. Because, like, a lot of white families, they're like, shh, the baby's asleep. We can't talk to wake up the baby. And black families will have the baby, a newborn, on your chest while we're playing fucking cards, dominoes, at the party or anything like that. Because the baby heard your voice the whole time it was in you. So they tend to sleep better with the noise than they do in the quiet. It was never quiet when it was in you. So I was just telling them, don't get everybody trained. Don't get your baby trained to sleep in the quiet. Get your baby trained to sleep with noise around it. Because life is noisy. And you're not going to always be in a quiet place. And this motherfucker need to know how to go to sleep.
No, I agree with that. I don't like when people are like, oh, and they have to put blackout shades in the baby's room. And it's like, wait, why does a baby need blackout shades? He just fucking got here. Like, he's got to figure out what's happening.
Listen, I've been to jail before. I know how to sleep with a floodlight on me. They don't turn out the lights in jail.
I slept in jail one night, and it was so awful. I've never felt worse because of that fucking light in your face.
Well, the handcuffs weren't comfortable either.
You slept in handcuffs? They didn't unhandcuff you once you were in the cell?
Yeah, of course they unhandcuffed me.
What'd you get arrested for?
Embezzlement. A money grab.
A light embezzlement. Coming at you live from Dear Chelsea. How many days did you spend in jail?
Months.
Oh,
Months.
Really?
I missed my child's first Halloween and first Thanksgiving because I was in jail.
Oh, so this is like 28 years ago.
Yeah, I haven't gone to jail no more.
In a long time.
You go spend 4 months in jail with a new baby, you probably would get your shit together quickly.
Is that what happened? You got your shit together after that jail stint?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, jail looks like it fucking blows.
It does. From the minute you see the light behind you on the highway, or from the minute the cops enter the establishment that you're in, it's downhill from there. All of it. The confrontation, the handcuff behind your back. If we don't walk around with our arms behind our back so your shoulders hurt, plus we're old. The space in the back of the police car is not plush. It's not roomy.
Well, I mean, no one's saying that it's going to be fun.
No, I'm letting you know it ain't fun. You had one day, and that was miserable. Don't go to jail, people, because it's not like on TV.
I was so scared. I just found the biggest woman I could find right away, and I was like, protect me. I'm like, I have money. I will pay you when I get out, and you need to be my best friend. And she was like, fine. And I'm like, I won't be here for long, I promise, but I need you to sleep next to me.
I did have a big Samoan Sally named Baby. She was like 23 years old. She had 5 kids. And she said, Miss Gumbo, let's go exercise. I said, I don't feel like exercising, baby, okay? Miss Gumbo, don't make me pick you up. Oh, fuck, okay. Let's go fucking exercise and shit. The fuck, baby.
I love Samoans. I love their bodies.
I do, too.
I love that body type. Oh.
Ooh, I like them because they're strong. Well, the ones I like. They're strong, but they sort of have a little dad bod. They're not all muscular, all roided the fuck out. Just regular, big, strong-ass men with hair. I like that. I love boys with hair.
Okay, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Well, this has been quite the hour with Luenell.
Oh, is it over?
Yeah, it is. That's an hour. I mean, I really appreciate you flying in from your Vegas residency to be here with me today.
Only for you,
I couldn't wait. I mean,
For
I can
sure.
only do like 12-hour spurts in Vegas because I'm
Go
out of
hard.
control. Yeah,
Go
I go
hard.
hard. I go hard, and then I have to get
It's
the fuck
that
out of there.
azul. Do you fuck with that azul? Oh, God damn it.
What is azul?
That azul tequila in the blue and
Oh,
white.
no.
with
I
the
don't fuck
silver
with
top.
tequila. I'm not a tequila girl.
That make you take your clothes off.
We'll do that together. We'll save that for
fucking tequila.
togetherness.
Yeah, where's the camera for that one?
Okay, so if you love Luenell, just please go and follow her on Instagram. Watch her special on Netflix. You can go and buy tickets to the Apollo tomorrow night, which you will not disappoint. And goodbye. Thank you, Luenell.